I've loved you since the moment I seen you.
Well, that's nice to hear. You definitely have a unique aura and a great way of communicating, I'll give you that.
You knew I was a tiger when I seen you,
Yeah?
and you allowed me to be a hobbit until I realised I was a tiger too.
Okay.
So thanks for your patience in my movement into myself
Okay.
when I didn't know that that was beautiful, and I thought that it was a problem,
Okay.
and that it wasn't okay. And through you being love all the way through that movement and feeling, you allowed me to become more of who I am. In that gentle space you hold as a gorgeous man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for holding Ruth so gently and reminding me to hold gently.
Mm-hmm.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Outstanding.
Thank
you.
Thanks for doing this.
Yeah,
This is fun.
this is. Who knows where this path is going to take us? But
This is nice. Spin frequency, what's that about, man?
Spin frequency is this zone that I have tuned into with people, of making friends. And I've always met friends with people like this.
mm-hmm.
And sometimes it's scared the living daylights out of people.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally, dude. I get that. Dude, we're in San Marcos, so it's a little bit easier for you. People that are here, like, okay, yeah, you know, everyone's a little quirky in their own way. Back home, people be like, what the fuck? And I love it. Thanks for being yourself.
So, how do you make friends?
How do I make friends?
Yeah.
How do I make friends? I guess I'd have to go with it's a feeling. First off, I think the last year that I've been traveling, I've been subjecting myself to so many different types of people. You know, way more than I typically would in the backwoods of Wisconsin, where I've been spending most of my time before
Yeah.
I started about a year ago.
Yeah.
And so, you know, it's wild. Like, you just meet some people, and it's just like, shit just comes up, and it's just like the flow. And then you'll meet some other people, and it's just like abrasive at the start.
Yeah.
So I think how I meet people
It's like choppy almost.
Yeah, you're like, you know, like they're maybe like butting ahead of you, or like kind of like pushing against you, and you're like, are you aware that like I'm here right now? Like, you know, and so so I just don't put much energy into that and just kind of just let it go. But then the people that do, like, you have that feeling, it's like, okay, you want to keep kind of, you know, nurturing that relationship. So that's how I would say
So spinning into that with you, what frequency comes up for you when this beautiful man speaks?
What frequency?
Yeah. What does that tune you into?
What frequency does that tune me into? I'm not sure if I know exactly what you mean by frequency. Maybe you can elaborate on that. But from just like my first initial impression, I would say that it reminds me of when I'm moving too quickly, or if I'm like rushing. I notice myself more often coming into like a choppy nature, especially with relationships. But it shows up in all sorts of places. Like, as an example, I gave a speech today, but it was choppy in areas, so it wasn't as smooth as it could have been. The more you practice the art of public speaking, the smoother the delivery is as you do it. And you get to slow down, and you get to actually step into presence and step into your roots and your power and your heart. And that's what you did today. I don't know if you saw Michael's presentation.
I did.
Yeah, that's what Michael did today. Bob Marley said
he was in the fire area, or you on the platform?
Platform.
Yeah, on the platform right after Mary finished performing, Michael went up. And all I was trying to say was it's very smooth and relaxed. And Bob Marley said, the day you stop racing is the day you win the race. And that's something that I try to practice. And like, when I'm not present, I'm thinking about where I want to go or what I want to do. And so when like life actually happens and I see someone like randomly, I'm already trying to go towards something, so I'm not actually present to the situation. So the frequency that I get is is reminding myself to not be in a rush for me. And I noticed that on Friday. I was at Goddess Temple, and I don't know, this girl makes me super nervous because she's gorgeous, and I don't know, sometimes I don't think I'm worthy, and so anyway, I'm not smooth in those areas. So I feel that I feel that abrasiveness.
So bring that smoothness
I feel that abrasiveness.
She's coming.
Oh no,
She's ready for you.
That's fine.
Come on, bring that smoothness. Smooth sailings, bro.
Alright, I'm fucking locking the door, baby.
Smooth sailings.
Not who I was talking about, but all good.
Come on in.
Patience.
Come on in.
What's up?
Marie Chen. Welcome in.
Just who we were looking for.
Welcome to the sitting room.
I was watching through the window.
Let's make space for Marie.
Yeah. I wonder if I can get a new chair. Here, why don't you sit down for now and let me see if I can service up a new chair. Did that make any sense what I was saying?
Yeah, absolutely perfect. You just made space for Marie to come in.
Perfect.
You're amazing. I love it. I love exactly who you are. Your expression is so evolutionary and so awe-inspiring. You allow me to be my beauty by being your beauty. So Jason, now that I've been taught to slow down a little and feel my pre-sensations
Drop in.
with you, and I can drop a bit lower and lose even more identities and layers of bullshit so I can be even deeper with you. What are you creating?
I'm creating experiences for people. I'm creating a place for them to create memories, have fun, be inspired, hopefully give back in their own life a little bit more to them. That's what I'm creating.
So I'm gonna go straight in.
Okay.
My love Jasmine had a man rub his cleavage on her back without her permission and really dishonored her, and she didn't even know how to say no, and she's learning how to say no, and I'm supporting her to honor her boundaries until she's safe enough to dance in realms that she doesn't want those boundaries for. But in the meantime, she would have called them one of the Wizards Collective. So let's clear that man to man, beautifully, because that's my gift. I go in with love because I want to support her to sit down with that man and clear that with him, not to make him the abuser and her the victim. How do we clear that?
I guess recognition would be the first step. That something took place that somebody didn't necessarily enjoy. That'd be one. And then communication would be the second. I mean, to continue that. That's what I feel. How did that connect with what I had expressed?
Because there is some identification, I suppose, that I'm seeing maybe with the Wizards Collective, which I clear and let go of entirely to go even deeper with you, as I felt maybe, or maybe it's a story coming in that you are maybe in the organization of the Wizards Collective.
No.
So let's clear that one completely.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Let's
Yeah.
high five that one away.
Yeah.
Wow.
I enjoy them as an entity, but yeah, I've known them for 3 years ago when I first came to the lake, and other than that, not much.
So let's get back to the creativity of things and
See?
supporting men to to be all of those flames, so they can hump the world with pleasure.
Yes.
So how do we,
Good metaphor.
as this recorder is on right here, to a man listening, to one of my other friends that I met in this connection,
Yeah.
because how do we support the humping nature and not stop our humping? Keep humping.
I mean, I guess I'd say, you know, to really understand your emotions, work through the feelings instead of letting fear sink in and doubt and uncertainty take over, and realize that you have immense power to, you know, really change all that's around you, to impact those that may not have the strength. And so if you can I guess if you can love without attachment and love without expectation, you're going to set yourself up for a bounty of reward that you might have caught yourself going down a path that really was your own illusion. So the example here, John, right? You know, with this pretty girl, and he gets overwhelmed, you know, it's all in his head, right? I mean, he's nervous to talk to her, he's putting the cart before the horse, he's subjecting himself to pain and misery, you know, himself, right? Your own mind is the worst, you know, torture that really anybody can put us through is ourself. And so if we can kind of work through that and realize that we have this ability to just like, okay, expectations, reality, where do they meet? What's the difference? What's in my mind? What's in the physical presence? And what can we, you know, if more men would be aware of that and work on that, I think we'd have a lot less pain and a lot more joy, and they'd be showing up much more for the rest of everybody around them.
So we're two beings, one being, that are both supporting nature to share her fragrances with the world. I sat down with Jasmine last night on our romance day. Saturday is our romance day, and romance has been very interesting. It's been building. We've been starting to realize that in our romance we haven't been going to Rome.
Yeah. Analogy.
And all paths lead to Rome. But for all paths to lead to Rome, you've got to be available for all paths. Because take anything out of infinity, infinity disappears. So this continuous cycle, me and her, of me clearing the path, her feeling all of the process of letting go of the identification with me, and the world opens up for me and opens up for her. And now she's down on the dance floor sharing her flames with a group of men that I supported to sit down in front of her. With boys with their toys that I've supported them to pick up their toys and play with them. I've showed them the safety station. I've showed them where to dip. I've supported a space for them to shine a light so the kerosene doesn't drip all over the plants underneath. I let go of the judgment of the kerosene on the plants, the kerosene spinning around, to allow it all to happen again. Because in connecting to nature, it's been a journey for me of judgment, deep judgment, witnessing how I treat her. And feeling how I treat her. And suppress her. And stop her. From showing all of that light that's shining in. As nature allows. And freeing this supremacy while allowing the alchemy. This amazing alchemy that we're in. Can you share with us how you dance with alchemy? I can ask you a question as well. Do you feel safe to share alchemy with me in this space?
I feel safe to share alchemy. I think there's varying levels if I were to what I think of alchemy. I think it's progression. It builds. I think a good word recently I've been entering into my vocabulary is parabolic. So it's like a flywheel. It just keeps like 2, 4, 8, 16, 32, you know, it just kind of keeps expanding. And so based on like the vibration, it just kind of keeps like escalating, right? It's kind of like a progressive song that just starts off real tranquil and slow, and at the end you're naked, surrounded by fire, and you're just like, how did we get here? So I think that type of that would be alchemy to me. How it just like this natural progression, and how it just like keeps building, and maybe, you know, ties back into the path ultimately to Rome.
So, just to bring our listener in, and they've been brought in with what you said. Now you brought me in. You brought me into being in Thailand and Pai. Being on an acid trip. And I left the trippers as they were going into maybe more of a cozy munchies. Instead, I went on my motorbike and I climbed the mountain on my Honda 125, and I crossed, I think, maybe 35 river crossings, because I knew I was getting there for sunrise. I knew it. This bike didn't know how to get across these river crossings. The water was... I felt like I was going from 2-foot river crossings to fucking... They were getting deep.
Yeah.
And I was skating. And every time I thought nature would... The bike would crash.
See.
And I'd back in again. And I'd float. And fly. Till I got to the top. And then the fear would come in. How do I get back down with this fucking motorbike that I got up here with?
Yeah.
This bike doesn't get here.
Yeah.
Gone. Breathe out again. Alchemize it. And I spun fire up there, and I was a sweaty demon up there. A sweaty demon, yet so raw and vulnerable and deeply in that light beam.
Yeah.
Like I was purging whatever ghost was in the way of this beautiful radiant being that was ready to show the world this alchemy.
Yeah.
I didn't know the steps in between. I just went, I just knew there. I've always known, but I haven't known the steps. They've been illusory. So I've had to fight through resistance to get there.
Yeah.
And I get there, but there's a much easier integrative path which I'm in now. This is 3 years on in another pie in San Marcos. I'm now at the top of the mountain in the yoga forest, and I guide people into nature quests. I bring people on eagle trips. I'm a counsellor. I hold ceremonies. I have a steady home. I dream at night. I get up in the morning and the ladies in the kitchen make me beautiful food. I love them. I play with the boys in the garden on a Sunday. I do the gardening. Magic happens. When I do gardening, crazy shit happens. Like the waterfall bursts open, crazy banging happens just through my intention of structuring myself to an hour or two. This piece of clothing comes from Floristan, Single Mom Society. It was made for 3 weeks to be on my body. My body throbs with the support. When I put it on, I felt like, whew. And to know that I don't have to have greasy hair and to keep the same clothes and not allow myself to wash them, and to only allow myself to rain wash my clothes because it's the only natural way, to imprison myself in these beliefs of how what nature is, to somehow save it, maybe by accident, avoiding Jesus, yet becoming maybe the darkness of the archetype by accident. And then coming through that and loving Jesus and loving each layer along the way and allowing the support in of the clothes to support me. And that's where you have supported me with your radiant beauty.
Gracias.
Your body is throbbing. Life flows through you. Is it safe for me to touch you?
See.
You're manicured, you're chiseled, you're gleaming. I see where you struggle, and I see all of your light. I see both, because it's just a mirror, of course. And whatever I see in you that is me, that is a prisoner, I let go of it entirely, because spin frequency means me making friends with you. And how can we collaborate to join our love as warriors, not warriors, warriors, to be together?
I'm sure there's many ways.
What comes to you?
Well, I guess first the question, how can I help?
I want to remember my core. This balance that allows for both worlds to exist, and let go of the identification with the movement. So I can be part of the movement, yet not feel like I am the one creating it and therefore taking a toll on it.
Okay.
That's what's just happened. Thank you.
Thank you.
Ian,
Hello.
welcome.
Coffee?
Yeah.
See?
See?
Huh?
You can't have it all, but have a couple sips. Oh, you're gonna have some sips, and we're gonna pass it around. All we got, but it's just this Pavlovian response. A bit, just having that little taste of coffee. That's like, oh, shit's getting better. It's a taste of hope.
Yeah.
So,
Good.
What have y'all been chatting about?
You. I love you.
I love you so much, man. Dude, I fucking had 2 naps today and they were both with puppies that were different. Like, what? That's straight Satori, right? Satori surprises you.
So we're literally talking about the core of Satori.
For sure.
Can you tell us about Satori?
Yeah, so Satori is the Japanese word, the Zen Buddhist term for awakening or sudden comprehension. And it's coined a lot by Alan Watts. And he's the one who told me about it. And now I have it tattooed on my back. Just for the thrill. For the irony, really. For the irony.
Mary, come on in. You're very welcome. There's space for us all.
It sure is.
Yeah, the chair doesn't fit through the door.
Doesn't
Is
fit
this
through
still
the
going?
door. Hey, we can
So-
definitely do it more. We got more in store. Take your jaw to the floor. Of course. Satori through my pores. Satori when I pour. Satori when I pour, of course.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Any projection I have that doesn't allow you to be all that you are, I let go and expel.
Thank you, bro.
Boom. You're free.
Yo, I'm free,
Amazing.
baby. I can just be myself. Finally,
you.
baby. Be you. I'm like a Pokemon mirror because I allowed you to Pikachu. Huh. Yeah, that's wild.
Peek at me?
Pikachu.
Peek at who?
Pikachu.
Who?
A big bang happens every time I sneeze. A chew when I dab. The way that I grab. I take a knife and I stab at the sweet spot. Twist it with a knife. Snatch your necklace with your checklist and I'll take your life. Take your wife. Take every man's wife inside. Just because I want to be the darkness and the light and he's taking the coffee. I want one of those bracelets. That's a fact. All prophecies are self-fulfilling. In fact. Listen, I'm going to take this prophecy and make sure that it's intact. I'm going to say this because session is in class. More like the Yoda because I got that Yoda class, that Jedi class. I'm fucking Anakin Skywalker. I'm like a mannequin, baby. I'm like Mannequin Skywalker. Yeah, I'll fuck the pastor's daughter. Fuck her like she's hotter. Had to do it cause I had to do it like it was autumn. Dropping the green like it was autumn. I was there, she was a bottom. I had to do it cause she had to gobble all of them. Then I was like a Smeagol baby, like Gandalf on an eagle, because I was also Gollum and Smeagol baby. Marie Chain, off the chain.
Yeah. Are we online or offline?
Online.
Online,
Spin free
offline.
AC recording. Video on.
Really?
Is the video
whole-
on too?
The whole world. We're literally in the Guinness World Record breaking
We're in it.
hour right now.
It's over. They have no chance.
I think we're on the 26th hour. Is
No.
it 26th?
No way.
26th hour, yes.
So right now?
Where the recording has continued all day, so
Not 26 hours.
this is the 26th hour.
No, it's not.
So Tari is instant awakening and realizes that the moment is here. Share with me and be with me. Be your love, you are here. I love you so fucking much. Surrender to the beat. Beat 2, 4, 6, 8. Who do you appreciate?
I appreciate you and I hear you and I don't mean to be bitter, but everything you said to me sounds like a non sequitur. Like it's literally a great point and it has nothing to do with my premise. I'm just trying to do this because I don't want you to go into the void and abyss just because you want to miss and deflect something because I took a blue pill and I was erect inside of your rectum. I had to say it because I had to intersect them. Hey baby, call me Rondé Barber. I had to intercept them. Donovan McNabb. Had to do it because I had to go and take a snag. Tie it back like a do-rag. I can do it because I'm going to make a controversial statement about smoking a cigarette because I smoked a fag. Hey, I had to say it because I can do it and I never lag. I can say it like I'm on the chagga. Like I had to do it because I'm a dragon. Now I have my nuts dragging. I fly like a 747. Hit like an 8 till 8. 8 till 8. Fly like a 747. Hit like an 8 till 8. 8 till 8. Impact. 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 E.T. E.T. phone home. E.T. E.T. phone home. E.T. E.T. phone home. E.T. E.T. phone home. Eat me. That's what she wants. Eat me. That's what she needs. Eat me. That's what she wants. My dick. That's what she wants. My dick. That's what I flaunt. I'm like, it's kind of daunting. Give me a crown. I'm a king. Look at this anchor on my ring. I'm like, yeah, I'm hot. I'll singe you. I had to go and get syringe you. Had to poke you. Vaccine chose you. I'm like, yeah, silhouette moment froze you. Oh, yeah. Part 2. Part 1 was done. Did it just for fun. Evolving, revolving around the sun. I did it for my son that I do not have yet. I can say it because I don't even break a sweat. This is easy for me. This is not fluke or luck. I can say it, I'm like Satori with my nunchucks. Hit it like this because I upchucked, I was lovesick, and I took 5 and I took 6. Now listen, Juice WRLD, my favorite artist. He's my guy that, he's my creative inspiration in terms of, he went on a radio show, and the reason why this is happening is because Juice WRLD went on a radio show twice and rapped for an hour straight, freestyling, and it's the best thing ever. But he was addicted to opioids, and he died and killed himself 2 days after his 21st birthday. But he has like 1,000 songs because they literally go into a booth, play a beat, he'd make 5 separate songs on every beat, and then the vocals went out. Anyway, he has a song, the first song that was released after he died, called Righteous. And it's him talking about battling his demons. And in it he says, 5 or 6 pills in my right hand. Codeine runneth over on my nightstand. And then he goes on to say, red and black they glow, which is demons. Red and black they glow, under attack my soul. And I literally, because he saved my soul and realized I don't want to be a tortured artist, because he literally became the ultimate tortured artist, became more talented than anyone in history, and he said at the very end, he's like, it's not worth it. Because if you're going to be a tortured artist because you think that the art is going to be worth your suffering, he's saying that's bullshit. So I rewrit his songs, but instead of him battling devils or demons, he's getting saved by angels. So my version, I have like a gold kimono that I wrote it in, and it goes, gold kimono suit, I'm feeling righteous. I know that the truth is hard to digest. 5 or 6 shrooms in my right hand. Satori runneth over on my nightstand. Psychedelics gonna heal all of the damage. My anxiety was the size of a planet. Holes in my soul, hold by the hole. It's hot and cold over light. I'm flying, beautiful eyes are guiding. We may rise this evening. Now Juice said, we may die this evening, coughing, wheezing, bleeding. And I said, we may rise this evening, hugging, loving, squeezing. Hi, I'm a peaceful soul. Satori moves through my veins, I said so. White and gold they glow, here to save Jared Anthony Higgins' soul. When it's my time, I'll know. Never seen a Satori so close. Yeah, we'll make it there, I know. We'll run right through the gates, let's go. Gold kimono suit, I'm feeling righteous. I know that the truth is hard to digest. 5 or 6 shrooms in my right hand. Satori tatted over on my backbone. Taking psychedelics to fix all of the damage. My anxiety was the size of a planet. Holes in my soul, hold by the hole. It's hot and cold over light. I'm flying, beautiful eyes are guiding. We may rise this evening, hugging, loving, squeezing. I am a peaceful soul. Satori moves through my veins, I said so. White and gold they glow, here to save my soul. When it's my time, I'll know. Never seen a hell so cold. Yeah, we'll make it out, I know. We'll run right through the flames. Let's go.
Hey man, good job.
You are so fucking loved.
Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Oh.
Appreciate it. Appreciate you appreciating and seeing you.
I wrote a poem for you.
Thank you. I would love to hear it if you wouldn't mind sharing it.
I'm going to share it with you right now.
That sounds wonderful.
In this open space of miraculous, impossible wizardry, surrender, softening, playful, fun, expression, visionary spaces. I wrote a song called The Snake.
The snake.
I'm a snake.
I'm a snake. I'm a snarky little snaky snake. You want to know how I got these scars?
I'm a snake.
My father
I'm a snake.
was a drinker and a fiend.
And the beauty of the snake is it's willing just to keep peeling back the layers. Just like the onion and just like the potato, because it's very rooted. The snake is very rooted. The animal of the snake. The rooting of the gorgeousness.
You're so lovely, dude.
Because in Ireland right now, there's a poem that I wrote for
You're
Iain.
so fun.
And my mom and her lover, they weeded the bed last week. And these onions and garlics are rooting in the ground in the pleasure of my mama and her lover.
Yeah.
And her back is broke, blocking her flames. And that burden is gone. Because we are fucking flames.
We are the flames.
We are fuego. We're alchemists. And you are free to share your creative expression with this world. Because you're gorgeous. You're radiant.
Thank you, man.
You taught me the eagle trip.
Is there?
You are the eagle trip. You're the fucking eagle. A rooted, snakeful eagle.
Yeah.
And you're fucking amazing. And I love you so
I
much.
love you so much.
Everything happened today from the vision that you brought in.
Thanks, man.
Everything coalesced in between from that vision you seen. And you allowed it. You kept surrendering. You kept letting go. Kept doing it. You kept building and building, allowing everyone to create. Now it's your space. You're allowed, be your beauty.
Thank you.
It's safe to do so.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, dude.
Thank you for showing me what I can let go of.
For a second, I thought you were gonna have a Satori tattoo on your back. If you ever want to wow me one day, there you go.